It's not, of course, you have to be a little bit, you have to see what's going on, aware what's going on, but not too much judgmental. It's not like every time you're sitting, you're going through an examination or a test or something like that. It's not like that. Just let it be. Feel free. As I said earlier, feel like you are on a vacation. You are resting. You're not going through a kind of a test or an examination. You're making a test, rest. You're relaxing. Take that more. So that's the way to start with. Any questions so far?
Could you say more about the difference between awareness and mindfulness?
It's not so much different, I think. But if you define it kind of more closely, more, what can you say, more extensively, then awareness is being aware, like knowing what's happening. And mindfulness is knowing what to do at that time. So have a kind of remember that this is what I'm doing. This is meditation. This is, where I am, what I'm doing, where, what's going on, all this together, so mindfulness. So mindfulness is a little bit more what can you say? I don't know, this is exactly what the English word mindfulness and awareness means. This is not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is the traditional, like say Tibetan word. Tibetan word is Shijin and Tenpa. Shijin is the awareness and Tenpa is the mindfulness. So from that point of view, then it's like that. Because this is how it's translated. So the exact English word meaning, I don't know. Maybe it's not exactly like that, maybe it's like that I don't know, but this is the general understanding. So in fact there's very little difference.
Sometimes when I meditate, I, for want of a better word, switch off and I get colours coming into my mind. Does that mean that I am no longer aware? I've lost my awareness?
Now, when people meditate, all different kind of experiences happen. Sometimes so the main thing is that you just, this is the idea, this is the basic instruction, is that whether you have any kind of experiences happens to you, because there is no end to it. Sometimes, you can feel very good, you can feel very bad, you can have all sorts of visions, you can have, no thought state, you can feel, you can feel very clear, you can feel all sorts of emotions stirring up, you can feel, all different kind of things. So the general understanding is that cut off that. Don't need to kind of go into that way. You just bring back your awareness now in this moment and kind of relax there. So this is the general thing. And if things come up, it's also okay. Let them come and let it go. Not to be too much bothered by that, not to be attracted by that, but just, there could be nice things, there could be, nice feelings, not so nice feelings, good, maybe they are good, good, what can you say, good signs. It could be very good signs, but good signs is nothing so good. This is the understanding from this point of view, that when you meditate, if you have a really good feeling, like very, very joyful, very, completely peace and completely joyful, and experience, very good experience, and you say, oh, now I got the experience, the meditation is really great, and then it's gone, and then you feel very bad because, you no longer have that good experience. You're trying to get it back, you can't get it back. So this kind of, then you think that, oh, I've lost my meditation now. I've lost my meditation. But you have not lost meditation. It's just, that's what we say. Everything can come in meditation. All kind of thoughts, all kind of emotions, all kind of sensations, all kind of perceptions, things can come in. Different things can come in. Sometimes not nice things, sometimes nice things, sometimes, all different kind of. The whole thing is that being able to let go of it. That's the whole point.
Thank you. Should you say something about the ego? It seems that gets in the way a lot, and sometimes very subtly, so that it's almost like a filter, so that the real experience gets changed almost immediately. And I wonder if you could advise on that.
And that's to do with what we call in Buddhism vipassana meditation practice. To deal with our, what can you say, the reality, the true existence, what we are, to see the nature of things. That's usually generally we have two meditations in Buddhism. So two types of meditations, basic two types. There are many different methods in both, but that's the shamatha and vipassana. The shamatha is the meditation that that helps you to calm down, that helps you to make your mind calm and clear, or sometimes it's even called calm abiding meditation. To make our mind more pliable, more kind of more more flexible, that it does what we want it to do. That's the shamatha meditation is for. Then the vipassana meditation is to really understand and see what the true nature of our mind is. True, what is the reality of myself, all the universe, everything. And that is a very big subject, more important, and that's what dealing with the ego and who I am, what I am, how I relate to my senses and my thoughts and emotions and things like that. There are lots of lots of work lots of work there, and there's lots of teachings on this. But when we start to meditate, like that we just talked about, learning just how to be relaxed and things like that, then we don't bother too much. But ego is a word which can have lots of meanings, which has many different ways of interpreting by different subjects and different, different terminologies, and used it for different, means different things for different people. But from the Buddhist point of view, the basic we try to look at the basic source of our what can you say, of suffering, we can say, our problems, and then you see that the most important source of our sufferings is negative emotions. That our feeling of, the disturbing emotions, whether it's anger, feeling of hurt, worry, fear, want, greed, envy, jealousy, all these is creating. When we have it, we don't have something, we feel we don't have enough, we feel we have to, we have something that we don't want, and then we, so therefore creates lots of problems that basically goes down to what we call as aversion and attachment. That aversion is fear. Fear that we, something that we feel is very bad for us, and so therefore we don't want something, deeply don't want something. When we have that experience or that feeling, then whether that what we don't want or what we fear is there or not there we have problem. If you don't have it, then we have fear of getting it. If you have it, then we have that problem. If you get rid of it, we still have the fear of getting it back. So we are constantly, in kind of in problem, constantly having kind of uncomfortable feeling, dissatisfaction, unhappy when we have that reaction. In the same way, if you have too much attachment or too much kind of desire for something, it creates the same problem. Sometimes people feel that desire is something nice, something good, something wonderful. Because when you desire something, it's something nice you desire. Not something not nice you don't desire. So your mind desires something, it's nice, it's happy, it's good. That's the general feeling with most of the people. But if you look a little bit deeply, you find that the moment, that doesn't mean to say that you don't appreciate something nice. Of course, if there's something nice, you appreciate it. That's no problem. You enjoy it. That's no problem. Yeah? But when you desire, that means you create a sense of dissatisfaction. I want this. This is a nice, nice cup. Yeah, this is a nice cup. So when I say this is a nice cup, I like it. I use it. I drink my water from that. No problem. But then I say, I want this cup. Yeah. Now I created a dissatisfaction in me, that I need this very type of cup for me. And I don't have a cup like this, which I must have, So I have created a dissatisfaction which I didn't have before. So then, now, how to get this cup, Now I have to think how to get this cup. Maybe if I'm really nice to Bob, maybe he'll give me, or maybe when you are not looking, I take it. Or whatever, in all different ways, I try to get this cup. So, till I get this cup, or I, get rid of this desire, I'm unhappy because I created a dissatisfaction in myself. Now if I get this cup, then there are two things happen. Either I don't want this cup anymore. It's too difficult to carry. It's in my luggage, it's already full, How to get rid of it, that's another problem. But even I like it, still I want it, I desire it, then I have another problem. I wish somebody will not take it away from me. Maybe Bob will discover that it's taken by me and he will come after me. Or maybe it will be broken, if I don't carry it nicely. I will be losing it. So as long as I have that, I have problem. I have fear of losing it. So therefore, if I get it, I have a problem. If I don't get it, I have a problem. If I lose it, I have a problem. So whatever I do, I have problem. So this is created by my desire and by my fear. So therefore, the more that stronger, the more the problem is stronger in me. So this why this happens? It's because of the way I react. Why react like that? Because I think that there is a me here, which is, which needs, which is kind of the something there totally, independent, which wants to consume all these things, which sees everything else is out there, and I here, and even me, my own body, like this is my body, not me. This is my hand, not me. This is my face, not me. This my body is too fat for me, or something like that, And then, so all this out there, everything out there is, and me here. And then, what is this? A little bit. Hello. I think it's okay now.
Yes.
And then, a little bit down.
Sometimes if you turn the speaker a little bit, it stops.
Hello. Okay? Yeah. So therefore, so when I see like that, when I see that there is, this me here and everything there. So therefore then I have to see that that is nice for me or not nice for me. Everything that is there. Those things nice for me, I want it. Those things not nice for me, I don't want it. So aversion and attachment comes because of this view, what we call as dualistic view. Dualistic view is based on a way of seeing that there is something called me somewhere, I don't know where, but totally independent, and who is, separate from everything else. So therefore, everything else is either nice for me or not nice for me. So because of this way of reacting, all these problems of emotions comes, aversion, attachment, and things like that. So therefore, from Buddhist point of view, that is ego. That thinking of a, existence of me separate from everything else, and that independently. So therefore, try to understand, clearly where is that me? What is that me? Because when you look more deeply, everything is interdependent. Everything is interdependent or dependently arising. Me also is interdependent and dependently arising. Is there a me outside all this interdependent thing? that's changing all the time, that's impermanent, that's, kind of relative. So that's the, when you find that there is nothing called being separate, it's not about the experience of being, experience of seeing, experience of feeling, all these things. That's naturally there, that's we all feel, but that kind of the concept of me behind all this, a separate concept of me, that's what we call ego. And that ego, we understand, if you look deeply, is something that constructed by our mind. This is a kind of assumption. So therefore, with that assumption, with that misunderstanding, then all our reactions of aversion and attachment comes. And that's why, if we can really understand the nature of our mind, nature of our experience, that it's not necessary, it's not something like that. Everything is interdependent. Everything is dependently arising. All our experiences also. All my, thoughts and emotions are not out there, but, but something, a radiance of my own experience. It's not I here and everything there, but everything is kind of a radiance of my own consciousness, my own awareness. So therefore, if some experience comes, it's not that, that's very bad experience, I don't want it. That's my experience. I am the same experience. So therefore, if I don't need to be so much afraid of that. I don't need to be so much attached to it. I can't run after it. I cannot run away from it because it's me. Any feelings, any thoughts, any emotions is me. And there's no me besides that. So when I understand that, then I can relax. A desire arises, a fear arises, and then I say, this fear is my own, kind of radiance or my own reaction. And me, this desire is also not separate from me. So therefore, I cannot run away from my fear. I don't need to run away from my fear. That's just my, So therefore, it's okay. So when I understand that, then I know how to deal with my ego. Ego is something that's created, assumed, in ignorance. That's the understanding of this. But to work on this takes lots of time and lots of understanding. It's the most difficult thing because we have made it so much, like one layer after another layer of, assumption and assumption and assumption and assumption. So it's very